Hey guys, it's me, Gabriel of the Wolf Pack, and your young healer here with your evening spark. And it's about how we can separate ourselves from the ego. And one of the big things we deal with is the essence of temptation to do something, to attack, to um, fall into lust, um, fear, these things. These are the big things. And a lot of times, see, what the ego does is that it tries to, one, make us believe that it's us who's doing the thinking. Because if it can hide behind the mask that it's us and not it, then we never raise it to question. We think we're just losing our mind. But the thing of it all is that the ego is the lie and the heir to our perfection. And with that being the case, it's not us. It's the chaff that needs to be separated from the wheat. And where we may grow with it, where we may still experience that stuff in our life, as it were, and be a part of that culture. Like, for instance, I don't commit to drinking, but that doesn't mean that I'm still not in a culture that advocates to the essence of drinking. Being in the military, I mean, it's no surprise. Not that I hold any judgment against that either way, but that's not the point. The point is that you still very well may be subjected to those things. But what this all is about is recognizing that when that temptation comes to attack or whatever it may be, one, when it comes to attack, recognizing that that will not lead to the way of God. All too many of us have allowed ourselves to be caught up in this mistaken sense that it's somehow acceptable to judge one another, to attack, be wrathful to one another. But that doesn't lead to the righteousness of God that we are commanded and instructed to uphold ourselves to. And also with it, it's about being able to recognize, well, what it comes down to is establishing within ourselves. One, we may have gone we may have gone in the way of the ego before, but we can determine within ourselves to not be as we were. And also by doing that, we are being born again, because we're not holding the past against ourselves and somebody else. And it gives a change of base and perception, which is really cool. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, guys, I can't do that voice. I was trying to do the really deep voice. I try to sound like, I don't know, I was trying things out, You gotta have the timbre, as it were. But yeah, I guess we still kind of have it. I felt like I was holding my breath. I was like, holy God, this is getting crazy. Sorry about that. But yeah, what you do is you also, from that, you determine then to not allow your thoughts to be directed by the ego, whatever they may be. And we know it. You feel, because see, you can feel it, whatever it may be, you can feel it in yourself. Like, okay, this is sending me in a way that isn't as I should, whatever it may be. And then you separate that. Not in the sense to say, oh, it's not me who's doing it, as it were. You're being conscious to following that ill-tuned guide, that being the ego, but that's not to say that you have to keep going that way. And that's the cool part about it all. When you separate yourself from it, and you not only what that helps you do is establish, okay, it's like you're separating that self, that aspect of yourself, and you're declaring, I will not follow in that way. Who allowed it to have command over yourself? You guys want to talk about power? You want to talk about strength? Well, what greater show of strength than to say, you know something? I gave you no authority and power for which to overcome my life. I command you to be silent. There's that authority that you can proclaim to your ego. When you recognize, I do not want the things I do not want you, because I know that which you bring with you, because many of us have succumbed to temptation. So we know what comes with it when we oblige into it. So it's really important for us to say, you know something, I don't want what you're about. And from that, the ego will be silent to you. But you got to mean it also. And from that, then silence, the word of God, the voice for God is able to then resonate within yourself. Because now you've allowed yourself to be emptied of the ego. And from that, you can then truly welcome love and truly welcome that joy that we all deserve. So that's what I got for you guys. Try to keep it in the 5-minute range. But yeah, so hope this has helped. And from here to that, the Wolfpack, we wish you well and Godspeed. Peace, friends.